Welcome back. This week on Tuesdays with Towne, through our sponsors at Towne Auto Group, we're joined by Tim Stewart with information on how you might be affected by the current tariff policies. Welcome, Jim. Thanks for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Of course. Well, this is a hot topic, and for someone like Towne Auto, this is something that I'm sure is heavily on your mind. So recent tariff news has shaken up every industry in our economy, but how is it going to be, or how has it been affecting the consumer?
Well, it's on the top of their mind, and they're concerned and curious in the same right. Hey, is this going to affect what a car is going to cost me, either total or per month, and am I going to have to worry about running out of cars or having a car available to me, in the summer or fall if I need a car. So it's on their mind. They're concerned and curious, and it's still something we don't have all the answers, and there's still a lot of time to evolve to really know what the future is. But it's on their mind.
How has the talk of tariffs changed the way that you talk to your employees?
Well, the big thing for our employees is we just try to make sure that they explain it to the customer. Say, right now, there's no impact really on today's inventory that we have on the ground, the inventory that's incoming. Every manufacturer has their own, thought process on what they may or may not have to do in the future should things evolve. So it's just being aware of it, knowing that it's on the customer's mind, and asking if they have questions about it. Just consult with them like we do every day with every situation that everybody has to deal with.
Mm-hmm. This is good news for the car and auto industry, because the manufacturing for those tariffs to take place is going to take time to come into play. So we have a little bit for that. That's good news there. But yeah. How is it conducted the way you do business every day?
Really no different. We just consult with people and let them know. Say, what, if you find the right deal today on a car you like, if you feel comfortable with it, go with it. I can't predict the future. I don't know what July or August is going to bring as far as what are the incentives and payments and availability going to be. Nobody really knows, so just make a good, conscious, educated decision, and we try to give them all the information so that they're comfortable with that decision.
Have there been any actions taken by major car companies lately?
Yeah, there has. Both Ford and Stellantis have rolled out employee pricing for everyone, which gives people, kind of some peace of mind knowing they're going to get the best available deal today if they find the right car and it feels like the right time, and the incentives are in place to help them maybe get a little better deal today than they would have last month, or that they may get down the road should there be any shortage of supply.
Do you think that maybe right now is the time to buy, since the future is so uncertain with how high these tariffs might go up and how high prices for automotives might be in the future?
I think it is. It's worth, if you're in the market at all this year, you see yourself being, you owe it to yourself to look at the numbers today, and it would be wise to give it strong consideration to pull the trigger and make a decision today. Like I say, if it feels right, the payment fits, the price fits, you find something you like, it is a good time to really look and think hard about doing something today and not waiting for the future, because it is. We don't know. We don't know what, they may impact the price of cars down the road. They may or may not. Mm-hmm. But we don't know. So if you find something feels right, do it today.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of the future, what will the impact on tariffs be on the future production of manufacturing?
Everybody is going to have to assess it, every manufacturer, from foreign to domestic, and even a foreign manufacturer has domestic plants already. Hyundai and Mazda have plants in the U.S. Stellantis, I work for the Stellantis, which is the Jeep and Ram and Chrysler product. We have, majority is in the U.S., but there's some outside. So there's some plants that will get paused, I'm sure. We have a plant in Mexico that they paused production. But I'm hoping that it does evolve to some more plants coming back to the U.S. and more jobs for U.S. citizens all over the country. I know Stellantis has recommitted to it's like a $5 billion investment in a plant in Missouri. It's something that they had talked about before, and they recommitted to it. So, you know, hopefully they'll expand building cars in the U.S. and more jobs in the U.S. and, you know, more people going out to, you know, going to work every day and building cars and then going out and spending money in their community. So,
what could this mean for us locally?
Locally, it's got, you know, a little sensitive topic because there's Ford plant, there's the GM plant. Mm-hmm. So hopefully it gives some peace of mind that, you know, long term, you know, manufacturing is going to stay here. Mm-hmm. Whether it's just the part they're building at the Ford plant locally, the stamping plant, or the GM plant, whether it's parts built here, that they're going to be able to be part of the supply chain for U.S. production going forward. So it's, you know, hopefully it all comes out and is good for the local market and good for the consumer locally too.
Alrighty, well, thank you. This has been on our minds as talks of tariff policies have been at the forefront, and locally we know automotive in our industry, in our area, is going to be impacted in some way, shape, or form, but you've given us some positive hope for the future, so thanks for that, Jim.
Great, thanks.
Well, viewers, you can learn more about how our sponsors at Towne Automotive Group can help you navigate the future of manufacturing by visiting towneauto.com. Thanks again for coming in.
You bet, thank you.